Chaotic moments overnight in Minneapolis as demonstrators took to the streets again in protest of a police officer who shot and killed a 20-year-old driver during a traffic stop. The incident happening just 10 miles from where former officer Derek Chauvin is on trial for the death of George Floyd. Faith Abube has an overnight update on the situation.
Overnight, police in riot gear deploying flashbangs and pepper balls as anger spilled onto the streets of Brooklyn Center, a suburb of Minneapolis. Some in the crowd breaking into local businesses and looting. The calls for justice for Daunte Wright echoing late into the night. New police body cam footage now showing the moments officers struggled with the 20-year-old after pulling him over Sunday afternoon. First for an expired vehicle registration, and then realizing Wright had an outstanding warrant for a misdemeanor charge. As Wright tries to get in his car, you can hear an officer yelling, "Taser." But instead of a taser, Officer Kim Potter, a 26-year veteran of the police force, pulls out a gun, firing a single shot. Wright's car traveling several blocks before crashing. The police chief calling the shooting an accidental discharge.
It is my belief that the officer had the intention to deploy their taser, but instead shot Mr. Wright with a single bullet.
Potter now on administrative leave. The mayor of Brooklyn Center saying he supports relieving her of her duties.
We cannot afford to make mistakes that lead to the loss of life.
The incident unfolding as former officer Derek Chauvin is on trial for George Floyd's murder just 10 miles away.
It doesn't need to be this way. A 20-year-old dead, a family devastated, and a community on edge.
Wright's family calling for peace as they grieve.
I don't want all of this. I just want my baby home.
He wanted to be normal, not this way.
And President Biden has denounced the violence and the looting on the streets of Brooklyn Center. He says he has not called Daunte Wright's family, but they are in his prayers. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.